Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. Today's shared article is titled No Matter Who You Marry, Remember These 7 Pieces of Advice. Let's listen together. A few days ago, I talked with my cousin about marriage. He mentioned a sentence that deeply resonated with me. In the past, our elders would only say, "As long as you like them, it's fine," and they would only advise us to keep our eyes open. However, they never told us what to look for when keeping our eyes open. I don't know if your parents are the same. Today I want to share with you some small details to pay attention to in marriage. May you have a happy marriage and enjoy a good life. Before getting married, it's essential to consider the other person's family background. Jane Austen once said something very reasonable: considering only the family background in marriage is absurd, but ignoring it is foolish. Here, family background refers not only to how much money the other person's family has, but also to their values, ways of interacting, and the atmosphere of their original family. Whether you are a man or a woman, it's important to visit the other person's family before marriage and see what kind of environment they grew up in, how their parents usually interact and communicate, and what their family culture is like. This often determines what kind of person they will become after marriage. Secondly, strive to earn money. This is something you can never give up. Although money isn't everything, the fact remains that it can solve most of the obstacles in your life. There's a metaphor I find vivid: money is like the fat that wraps around this utilitarian world. When you encounter the shocks of life and the collisions of the world, money can help you cushion the blows, reduce disappointments, lower the harm you suffer, and even help you keep your loved ones and partners. Marriage can easily lead to many conflicts because of financial issues. However, if you have money, you can freely buy things you like when you're in a good mood and comfort yourself when you're feeling down. Striving to earn money is something you can never give up. Thirdly, observe each other's contributions in marriage. Last year, a mother of 2 jumped off a building. She left a long message on social media, revealing her despair. She mentioned how she did so much every day, yet her husband never acknowledged her efforts, considering what she did insignificant and often criticizing her. Not acknowledging each other's contributions is a significant factor in this tragedy. Just as the saying goes, without encouragement, lofty promises will vanish. Who would love someone for free forever? Don't take each other's efforts for granted. Make an effort to recognize and appreciate each other's contributions. Fourthly, care for each other. Romance lies in the details. A well-known figure once shared a story one day. While washing his face in the bathroom, he noticed that his wife's bath sponge was worn out. So when he went to the supermarket, he bought a new one without telling her, threw away the old one, and replaced it. That night, after his wife showered, she smiled at him and said how happy she felt. Later, he realized that such small gestures made his wife happy for days. Marriage requires constant effort. In marriage, paying attention to the little things makes it more romantic. Fifthly, share household chores and maintain a home together. Marriage should always be a joint effort. There's nothing that a husband should do exclusively or something that a wife must always do. Often, marital breakdown occurs not because of infidelity or falling out of love, but because the joys of companionship are forgotten amidst the mundane tasks of life. Mutual understanding, sharing each other's burdens, and spending more time together are essential. Don't let your partner become an isolated island. Only then can your relationship last. Sixthly, don't always try to change your partner. Have you ever tried to change your significant other? Don't. In fact, you can't change them. Each of us has our own preferences and habits. Trying to change your partner will only make them resentful. There was an editor who was very meticulous in his life, even smoothing out the creases on toothpaste tubes. However, his wife was carefree and would often leave many marks when squeezing toothpaste. This led to a big fight between them. Everyone has their own way of life. Don't always try to force your partner to live according to your standards. In marriage, if you can maintain a degree of insensitivity and not overly concern yourself with every word and action of your partner, tolerate their small flaws, and not impose your way of life on them, your marriage will last longer. Lastly, without companionship, what's the point of a relationship? There's a popular saying online, "It's raining in your city." I really want to ask if you brought an umbrella, but I hold back because I'm afraid you'll say you didn't bring one, and I'm powerless to help. Just like how I love you but can't provide you with the companionship you need. In reality, many separations occur not because of lack of love, but because of a lack of companionship. Without companionship, there's no communication, and without communication, there's no relationship. Many times, what defeats love isn't betrayal but rather your experiences. If I'm not involved, and you don't understand my journey, meaningful relationships depend on mutual interaction, interdependence, and mutual support. In conclusion, marriage is a lifelong journey for an individual, and although the process may be challenging, we must make our greatest efforts to learn and manage the difficulties of marriage. I hope everyone can grow old together with deep affection. That's all for this article. Thank you for your patience and dedication. We will continue to bring you new articles, hoping you gain new insights every day.